Well, let's get some more analysis of all of this here at Westminster. I'm joined by Georgina Wright from the Europe programme at Chatham House. Hello to you, Georgina. And I know you've just been giving evidence this morning to the Committee for Leaving the EU on UK-EU foreign and defence policy cooperation after Brexit. So, you know, you're very much thinking about Brexit, the post-Brexit environment today. And I know that you've said if you think negotiating the withdrawal agreement was difficult, then what's to come could be even more tricky.
I mean, absolutely. I think we need to remember where we are at this stage. So regardless of what happens to the withdrawal agreement, whether the UK Parliament rejects it or accepts it, at some point the UK and the EU are going to have to continue negotiating. So, you know, we've got three options essentially. The UK Parliament rejects the deal and the government decides to go back to Brussels and negotiate, but we don't know if there'll be enough time. Option two, the UK Parliament accepts the deal and then we enter into future discussions, so about trade, about security, about foreign policy. And the third option, of course, is the UK Parliament rejects it and we enter no deal. But even then, we're going to have to go back to Brussels at some point. And, you know, this is a complex negotiation. To think that the most difficult part has been passed is wrong.
Absolutely. And we have no idea how long those future negotiations on trade, let alone any other areas of cooperation, could take, do we?
No, we don't. I mean, if the withdrawal agreement is accepted by the UK Parliament, then presumably we'll have a transition period of about 20 months. But lots and lots of Brexperts, so analysts that look at Brexit very closely, think that that's not going to be long enough to really figure everything out.
So no guarantees that the job can be done in that time,
exactly.
Are there?
No guarantee at all.
So as MPs consider this and look ahead to a meaningful vote, if Theresa May gets this through her cabinet today, a meaningful vote in Parliament, they're looking towards some pretty uncertain scenarios when they consider whether or not to put this through Parliament, to give it parliamentary approval. But the signs are that that's going to be extremely difficult for Theresa May anyway.
I mean, the withdrawal agreement, we haven't seen it yet. Apparently it's over 500 pages long, so I look forward to looking at it and sort of, you know, reading it. But yeah, there's no guarantee that it's going to make it through Parliament, but Parliament will have to vote on that withdrawal agreement regardless. The meaningful vote is really more about the future relationship. So now we're talking about the exit, but then we're going to have to talk about the future trade and security partnership. And that, you know, yeah, we shall see.
Just in terms of the UK's position vis-a-vis Europe, the rest of the world, in terms of statesmanship, if you like, how do you think other countries are viewing the UK right now?
I think that with a little bit of surprise, perhaps, and apprehension. Obviously, you know, it's unclear really where the UK goes from here. You know, what is the future of the UK? And also, what is the future of the EU? What's their future relationship going to look like? And where does that leave the UK's relations with countries across the world? Lots of questions, but hopefully, you know, some of these questions that we should be really thinking about now. And if the withdrawal agreement gets through Parliament, then hopefully that will pave the way and give us some time to think about those questions.
All good questions, Georgina. Thank you very much for your thoughts today. Georgina Wright from Chatham House.